Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today with the match you've all been waiting for. We have Zed, the #1 player in the entire world right now, and Jordan, our best Trifecta tournament player that we know here on the channel, squaring off head-to-head. Now, a lot of you guys have suggested that I bring these two guys together to square off to see once and for all who is the best Trifecta player, that at least that I know, in the entire game. So I brought you a video recently of Zed that I found from TV Royale. He was such an impressive Trifecta player, and obviously being the #1 player in trophies in the entire world, and having a really good reputation, not a win trader, guys, unlike a lot of those other guys who reached #1. So Zed is certainly going to be a pleasure to watch here through these best out of 3 matches. So starting off, you can see it looks like they're playing the same deck. I think we'll have to wait to see if Jordan is playing the poison spell. I imagine he is. I imagine it's the same deck here. I imagine the last card there is indeed poison for Jordan here. Now, you guys saw my most recent video also highlighted Zed. Zed actually was kind enough with his time, generous enough with his time, to come on over and share a few replays using his favorite deck, which is a minor minion horde bait type deck that took him all the way to #1. That's his absolutely favorite deck. And you can see, guys, it looks like indeed they are playing the same exact decks here. So it's going to be classic Trifecta versus classic Trifecta. We're going to see who does a better job here. I anticipate all of these matches to be very, very close, and you'll want to pay particular attention to especially where they place their cards defensively, because all good Trifecta players know that it's all really about A, maintaining that elixir advantage, and B, turning those defenses into really solid offenses, usually on the back of the Valkyrie placed at the bridge, and then you follow her up with obviously the Trifecta, the Musketeer, and the Hog Rider. Beyond that, defensively speaking, obviously going up against another Trifecta deck, you really want to make sure you have that cannon ready every single time your opponent's going to have the Hog Rider ready. Now, Jordan, in case you guys aren't familiar with Jordan, you might be watching my channel for the first time. If that's the case, then welcome to the channel. But Jordan, one of the best things about him in terms of his Trifecta play is his cannon. I don't think I've ever seen Jordan miss a cannon placement, or miss time a cannon placement, or being caught off guard without the cannon ready. And you can see there already this match, he's had the cannon ready every single time that Zed has tried to play that Hog Rider. He's gotten a few hits on that tower, but so far Jordan in the very slight lead. And you know that Jordan, being a savvy player, is trying to analyze Zed's patterns and his favorite combinations and his timing, of course. And both players right now really making sure they don't fall behind in the elixir pump gain. Here comes Jordan trying to sneak some stuff in, and look at that, a little bit of a late cannon there, and Zed gives the sad face because he knows right now Jordan wins it. So 1 match for Jordan, 0 for Zed, and that's what I was talking about, how important that cannon placement is there, guys. Okay, so now I would give these guys the opportunity to switch up their decks if they want to, maybe add or subtract a few cards, but it looks like Jordan has already thrown his deck up. We'll see if Zed, he does. Zed accepts right away. It looks like these guys are just going to stick with the classic Trifecta, and I guess that's all for the better, because we're going to see the 2 best players, or 2 of the best players that I've met at least, go head-to-head using the same decks. Maybe, hopefully, Zed can pull off a win here and make things interesting, taking this best out of 3 to a game 3. And you can see Zed comes out of the gate really aggressive here, starting out with the Hog Rider, the Skeletons, and the Poison spell. So now Jordan with a little bit of an elixir advantage, and he has the pump on the board right now. Luckily, you can see that Musketeer actually locks onto the Valkyrie there for Zed, excuse me, and that actually allows Jordan to get quite a few swings with that Hog Rider onto that tower. And look at that, guys, a lot of damage out the gate there for Jordan on that right tower on Zed. And here comes Zed aggressively again. This time Jordan ready with that cannon, where Jordan's known for his really smart cannon play, but look at that. Really quick work of that cannon there, and Zed gets another few hits in. This match going a little bit quicker out the gate than the previous one did. And I'll tell you guys, Zed is not the #1 player in the entire world for nothing. You can see this second match, he's already made a few smart adjustments. Speaking of adjustments, they're able to take down that Musketeer with only 1 skeleton. Nice elixir trade there for Zed. Now Zed's going to go ahead and take advantage of that elixir trade, build a pump right now, and you can see he's sitting pretty on a 1 or 2 elixir advantage right now. You can tell he's going to be the aggressor first on this next push. Oh no, I stand corrected. Jordan sneaks in the Hog Rider in the left lane, but Zed was there with that cannon. This might be a really strong push here coming up for Zed. Look at Jordan's elixir, only 3, 4, 5, and look at Zed's. Okay, there's that cannon. Jordan's ready there with the cannon. Zed drops the poison spell, bleeding away at this tower a little bit, but Zed opts to not go full force on that push there, kind of reload a little bit and take the damage that he could get out of that poison spell. Another great cannon placement and timing there by Jordan. So we're already in the last minute of this match as well, guys. Ooh, I'm not sure if Zed meant to put the Musketeer on that left side. He may be trying to get a sneaky push in the left, and he is indeed. It's a Hog Rider, a Musketeer, and some skeletons following them up. Jordan places the cannon. You can see Zed actually doing a pretty good job here of stopping a really strong counter push, but there it is, the Hog from Jordan, and unfortunately the cannon placed just a little bit too far to the left there by Zed, but luckily he can probably take, well, he can definitely take down that right tower of Jordan's too, just with one poison spell, but he has to drop it fast here. You can see only 20 seconds, so there's the poison spell. A nice Musketeer placement there by Jordan, able to switch lanes after playing defense there. The tower is now down. Here comes the Hog Rider for Jordan, but nice cannon placement that time by Zed, thankfully, and he's able to stop any damage being done to his tower on that push besides the poison spell. So now does he have enough? He does have enough elixir to mount a nice counter push here. Does he do it? Yes, he does. But once again, Jordan set up very nicely to defend here with his own Musketeer on the Hog Rider. The cannon placement, absolutely golden there. Speaking of cannon placement, another good cannon placement by Zed on the other side, and boy, is this a good match, guys. I don't know, about 30 seconds into overtime, and you can see Zed has the very slight lead here. I can't lie. I'm kind of rooting for Zed because I do want to see a third match in this video. You can see good defense there by Jordan. Now Jordan's probably going to come on strong here offensively, but look at all the elixir that Zed is currently sitting on right now. If Jordan follows this Valkyrie up, and he is right now, I don't know if this is a smart play here by Jordan. Zed has a plenty of elixir to defend. Jordan is going to get 1 and 2 hits with that Hog Rider, so I stand corrected. Jordan would know better than I, but here comes the offensive push for Zed again. This time the Hog Rider again right into that cannon, but slowly they're kind of chipping away with one swing at a time with those Hog Riders. This is really 2 Trifecta masters in their own arena, really squaring off for the championship, for the Trifecta Cup. I'm pretty pumped, guys. This is just a pleasure to watch. Now, that left tower for Jordan here, very low on HP. If this cannon can go down via the poison and the Hog Rider fast enough, this might be the end of the match here, and it is. Oh boy, Zed does win that second match, so we are all tied up 1 versus 1. This will be the tiebreaker here. This will be the sudden death. Whoever wins this next match will take home their very own Trifecta Cup, which doesn't really exist. It's a figment of my imagination, but it's fun to say anyway, guys. So who are you rooting for right now? Pause the video or comment below. Don't cheat and look ahead and find out the winner right now. Comment right now. Are you Team Zed or are you Team Jordan? Who are you rooting for going into the third match? Don't cheat and look ahead and hop on the bandwagon, guys. Who do you want to win? Jordan has been featured in about 3 videos now on my channel. This is Zed's second feature. I'm sure both of these guys will be back in the future if you want to see them, and I sure do want to see them. So let's see if either of these players switches up their strategy at all. You can see the first match, things were a little bit slower. Both players were kind of feeling out the other player. The second match, things were a little bit more aggressive, but during the overtime, it kind of fell into somewhat of a stalemate there. Everybody just, or both players, everybody, am I playing here? No, just, come on, calm down, Ash, calm down. So, both players were kind of getting into that rhythm where they're pulling off their very own trifectas against the other one's tower, and then, boom, counter trifecta coming right at them. So it was really a game of timing out those cannon placements and really getting those Valkyries, Musketeers, and Hog Riders on the board in the right combination. And I don't know, guys, you can see the first match, they were actually going pretty conservatively in terms of their play style. Maybe the nerves were a little bit high. The second match, they loosened up a little bit. They played a little bit more aggressively. It looks like the third match is taking on the same type type of tenor as the first match. Both players making sure they have their elixir pumps on the board, they maintain their elixir advantage, or at least they don't fall into a situation where they have a strong disadvantage. You can see they're kind of countering each other very smartly here, not going super aggressive. We haven't seen those huge pushes that we saw at the beginning of the first match. Check this out, guys. Zed actually put down a second elixir pump on the board right now, and Jordan actually capitalizes on that small elixir advantage that he had while he put down the second elixir pump, and he was able to get 3 hits off that left tower. That's going to be a decent advantage. You saw how tight the first 2 matches are, a 1 tower victory either way. So check this out, guys. We are already inside the last minute of this match here, and this is going to be for all the marbles. So here comes a little push here for Zed. Let's see if he combos the Hog Rider or the Poison. Okay, he chose the Poison spell to take some of that HP off that Musketeer, but that will cost him. He won't get any tower damage done there, and you can see Jordan on the other side is sending in the Valkyrie by himself, or by herself, excuse me. Sorry, Valkyrie. There's the Hog Rider there by Zed, but Jordan ready again with that cannon, and now it's going to be a solo Valkyrie for Zed going into Jordan's lane. Musketeer on the board. This is going to be a big push here, I imagine, by Jordan, excuse me, and here comes Jordan. Here comes the Hog Rider, the Musketeer, the Poison spell already down. He's going to get a few hits down this left tower here, and oh, look at that cannon. The Poison is on the board again. Same as the first match there, that cannon just a little bit too far to the right, or a little bit too late, I should say, depending on how you look at it. Either way there, here comes a nice little push by Zed. Things are picking up, the pace is picking up, both players getting pretty aggressive there. Jordan kind of smells the blood at this point, and Zed is being super aggressive, trying to get in there for one last strong push towards that tower by Jordan, but it looks like Jordan is going to have it here. There's the Poison spell, there's the Zap spell. This is going to be it, guys, and is it gonna go down? No, it's not. Not quite yet. So here comes the Hog again, and we're just reloading the Trifecta, and you know this time Jordan's going to get it. There's the Hog Rider, and that's going to be game, set, match, guys. So Jordan takes down Zed. Jordan wins in the Trifecta Cup. Wow, guys, that was a lot of fun to watch these 2 top players go head-to-head. Jordan only a level 10, Zed obviously totally maxed out, Zed #1 in the entire world. So guys, who did you think would win? Who did you comment? Don't lie, don't go down there and delete it. Who do you think was going to win going into that 3rd match there? And guys, I gotta give both of these guys a huge shout out for participating in this. Zed, this is not his normal deck, although he's really a good Trifecta player. We saw that in his last video. And certainly Jordan has been proven time and time again to be the king of Trifecta. So guys, thank you so much, both of you guys, Zed and Jordan, and thank you all for watching this video. It was a pleasure bringing you this little fun event. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.